Okay. Yeah, that's right. Hi everyone, my name is BijaH, and I will be presenting my Zenith project with you all. Oh, sorry. For this project, my main goal was to create an electronic music album that consisted of 5 different songs in the languages Albanian, Montenegrin, Arabic, Portuguese, and Spanish. I would also be creating 5 different cover art for each of the songs, and then a main album art for the album itself. The process for this project consisted of various steps, and my first step was to draft the lyrics. To do this, I created a Google Doc and I formatted all of my songs and its lyrics as shown in the examples here. And for each song, the lyrics were half English and half the language that it was in. And my reasoning behind this was because I wanted to connect all the songs with an English aspect aside from being obviously electronic music. And for some of the languages, such as Arabic, I'm a little rusty in, and I didn't want to mispronounce a lot of words, more than I probably already have, unfortunately. So I just wanted to try to make it a little easier for myself. Oh, and for each of the songs, for all the songs, I wanted to have the lyrics be about love, whether it be self love or love for a partner or love for music. I just wanted to show how, represent love and how it's universal and the beauty of it, especially love for music. That was one of my main inspirations for this project. My second step was creating the songs. So to create the songs, I used the application Reason. Thanks to Mr. Flo and digital media, it was really easy. It was easier than I expected to use Reason, and I really just messed around with all the instruments Reason had to offer in creating the beat, which was the first thing I did. And then once I created the beat, I recorded my lyrics, singing the lyrics, and if the maybe the way it was recorded or the lyrics, the singing itself didn't vibe with the beat, I would add effects that Reason offered, and it would allow it to mix better, which was really a cool experience. Then for some songs, I really wanted to represent the instruments that often are in those songs with that language. For example, with Arabic, often I hear tabla, which is a type of drum, and so I wanted to incorporate that in my song, in which I did by just recording a video of an individual playing the tabla and then adding an effect to it to allow it to mix with the song very well. And to record my singing, or as I said, the instruments, I just used the microphone on my headset, and it was simpler than I imagined, honestly. My third step was to create the individual cover art. And my goal for the individual cover art was to portray the message or a scene of the song, and then to incorporate a color scheme that was either neon or perfect for the song itself. For example, if you see a neutral color scheme, I didn't know if that really would vibe with what my song was or what it was about or the type of music it was. So looking at various album art for electronic music to give me inspiration, I noticed a pattern among many of the album arts, which were this certain color scheme. So I really emphasized that, or just really brought importance to that in creating my cover art. And then if I saw various patterns, I really wanted to try to use that inspiration in my cover art as well. And the application I used for all the cover art was Adobe Illustrator. And this is an example. With this album art, it was for my Montenegrin song, and the title basically says the strength of a tiger. And my song's about this girl who is in a toxic relationship and finally breaks free. She finally builds the courage, the strength, the power to escape and just be who she wants to be. And something that reminds me a lot of that is a tiger, because a tiger has a lot of strength and courage. So with the color scheme, I was able to illustrate a tiger out in various colors, and it was I was really happy with it, how it turned out. My fourth step was to create the cover art for the album itself. So the main album cover, I wanted to create an art that reflected the whole album itself, and then tied all the various individual cover art. I didn't want them all to be disconnected. Maybe, yes, they all have a similar color scheme, but I really wanted something in the main cover art to bring all of them together. And I really focused on the beauty of the songs being in different languages from around the world, and really recognized how, as I mentioned before, my inspiration was about the love for music and how it is universal. So I felt that it was important to bring some world aspect in my cover art. And with the album cover, I used Adobe Illustrator to create it. So this is a screenshot of me creating the album art with Illustrator. What I learned from this project. So one thing for sure is I will not be pursuing the career of being a producer in my future. I love listening to music. I think music is very beautiful. I just cannot create it. I just don't have the talent in it. I tried. The attempt is what matters, at least. But yeah, I have such admiration for people who are producers, because it's a lot of work in producing a song. You have to get the beat, then you have to ensure that any instrument or recording, whatever you're also incorporating into the song, they all go together and match well. And another thing I learned was the beauty of different languages and the various instruments used to create the music around the world. It's really beautiful, the different instruments a certain language and its culture may use in comparison to another culture, and it was really awesome. I was happy I could discover that. And it's a lot of work creating an album itself. I think drafting the lyrics, drafting the cover art, creating it was a lot, but I think that it was a learning experience, and I'm very happy I was able to go through it. And another thing is I advanced in my skills in design, especially using Illustrator. I stepped out of my comfort zone, which is very uncommon for me. I always set this barrier for myself that, like, if I can't achieve this, if I can't really do this effect, that's it. And I'll try a YouTube video, but I often fail. But I really changed that mindset for myself. And I was able to create cool designs and effects in Illustrator by looking up YouTube videos. And if I made a mistake trying to do that effect, whether it be 1 or 5 times, I just kept on doing it until I got it right and figured out what's the mistake I'm making, what's something new I can do, and really, learn from it. And I was really proud about that. So this is my main cover art, the main album cover, and as you see, the music of the world, house music, with the world as one of the main aspects of it. And I used the color scheme that is featured in my other cover arts for the individual songs. This is the Montenegrin song, and I will play a little bit of it for you guys. I need to be stronger than you. Unleashing my inner tiger. I can't let you hold me down, because then I wouldn't be. And I'm just gonna skip forward a little bit. Jag som spår jag känna
Ineos vinga istid. Ali bombs.
Okay. And then this is my Arabic cover art with the Handa Fatima, which took me a while actually to do this, but I was very proud of the ending result of it. This is my Brazilian song cover art, my Spanish song cover art, and then my Albanian song. All in all, it was a very cool project. I didn't think I actually would be able to do it, honestly, but I'm happy with the result, if I'm being honest, especially with the cover art. And so thank you.